life is always going to throw you some challenges, and especially as you're building your career. I would say advice would really be to not be afraid to take a risk, especially early on, and especially when you're at a time when you don't have like the responsibilities of family, or paying a mortgage. So take advantage of that. I guess the biggest advice I can give is to really shoot high, to really don't sell yourself short. If you envision yourself, I mean, you may not know exactly where you're going to go, but if you have a certain, at that particular moment, like this would be kind of a dream job, you know, put yourself in the mindset that okay, that you're going to achieve it. And so how do you go from point A to point S over there where you actually get it? And just be strategic. One of the things I would often say to young musicians, but I think it kind of applies to any field, is there's four things that it takes to be successful. You have to have natural talent. So, in other words, make sure that what you want to do, that you could, acknowledge to yourself that you have kind of, this is an area that you have a natural ability, a natural sort of just ease where other people don't. So you have to have natural talent. You have to work hard. And so just that cannot be, underestimated, how no matter what the field is, it's a bottomless pit. And to not, we don't know what we don't know. And so just to assume that you don't know as much as you should. So to really be learning, and that doesn't necessarily meaning that you need to read every book, but it means talking to people, exploring what are other, businesses that are similar, just to kind of doing so that you're working hard, and at your particular craft, you're really giving 100%. The third thing is to be lucky. So that's obviously you can't make luck, but I do think that if you are working hard, and you're positioning your mindset and your heart and your energy towards something, good things will happen. The sort of universe will come to meet you, but you do have to have those breaks. And the fourth thing is you got to be smart. And really, what I mean by that is you have to be kind of strategic. And it doesn't mean that you're kind of being sort of manipulative or Machiavellian or anything negative, because you should always try to do something that is a benefit not to yourself but to others. But to be strategic, say, okay, here's where I am now, but here's whether it's within a particular company, here's where I'd like to be. How can I maneuver? Who do I need to talk to? One of my favorite stories is that when Martha Stewart was young, before she was famous, she would walk into a party and she'd walk up to somebody that looked important. She said, "Should I know you?" So in other words, don't be afraid to kind of be brash and to introduce yourself to people. Kind of use that to be smart, to be strategic. How do you get where you're going? And and then just to kind of have faith in yourself, have faith in your future. My example is probably as good as anybody's, that you never know what's around the corner. You never know where your career is going to go. But if you're paying attention, if you're open, if you're faithful to who you are and faithful to the subject that you're working with, you will achieve success. So take a risk, but be smart, work hard, discover what your natural talents are, and then luck will find you.